If you want to support the platform just in case anything like this happens again, you can do it by way of PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, and also by the Anchor. And you can also further support the platform by way of going to the Teespring store or the shoe store that is located in the comment section below. Before turning 19, Fawn Weaver lived in 3 homeless shelters. In between living in shelters and coming to own her own house, she spent time reading the biographies of successful entrepreneurs like Andrew Carnegie, Henry Ford, Charles Schwab, Andrew Mellon, J.D. Rockefeller, and J.P. Morgan. Starting with a condo in 1991 when she was only 18, Weaver created a path that would lead her to become a serial entrepreneur. She worked 3 jobs while in school to be able to pay for her first real estate. By 2000, she had saved enough to buy 2 duplexes. Since then, she and her husband, Keith Weaver, have been flipping multiple properties which have become their main source of wealth in the last 20 years. She also created the whiskey brand Uncle Nearest Premium Whiskey, which recently announced that its sales exceeded $100 million through October 2022, making it one of the most successful black-owned distilleries in the world. The whiskey brand said it is expected to more than double that total by the end of 2023. In 2021, the brand became the best-selling African-American owned and founded spirit brand in the US. After selling nearly 1.5 million bottles of its sought-after super premium whiskey, the company's whiskey portfolio of 7 offerings is available at its distillery in Shelbyville, Tennessee, and in all 50 states, territories, and districts nationwide. It said in a statement, Uncle Nearest Premium Whiskey was founded by Weaver to honor the memory of Nearest Green, an enslaved African-American who helped Jack Daniel to start his distillery. To reach this and every other milestone on our horizon, we continue to push non-stop. Every penny this company has earned has gone back into the business, as well as to put Nearest Green's college-age descendants through college and to invest in minority-owned businesses and entrepreneurs through our Black Business Booster program. The Nearest and Jack Advancement Initiative and Uncle Nearest Ventures, said Weaver. The serial entrepreneur is now a co-owner of a bank. In a recent post on Instagram, Weaver announced that she has bought a bank located in Tennessee. We bought a bank, Weaver said in her caption. Actually, even better, we bought the building and became the landlord of Keith's parents' bank. I have to say, like, this is one of the dopest stories that I've been able to hear the start of this year. To literally see somebody, in a sense, make something from nothing, go through a variety of changes with their career, and end up in the whiskey business and having their business flip into $100 million business. And not only that, then decide to buy a bank and become co-owner of that bank. If that is not how can I put this? Because success is not even a word to describe this. I almost want to say, like, in a sense, like this should be a template for what it is that black people need to be doing. Some black people might give the excuse, oh, well, everybody can't, do what it is that she's doing. Everybody don't got the money. She didn't have the money to begin with. She ended up going through a journey and a multitude of things in order to end up at that final destination. This is when I sit up there and tell people that every step that you take will lead you to where you are supposed to be, but it's up to you to actually walk those steps and not deviate from that journey because it's too difficult. It's too hard. It has too many obstacles. I can't clearly see what the end or the middle is going to be. I don't know what the steps look like. And biggest of all, you have too many people that's realistically afraid of success. That's where a lot of excuses, in a sense, stem and come from. A lot of people have a fear of success because they don't know what specifically it will bring. They don't know, what it will do. They don't know how it will specifically change their lives for the better or whatever it is that they, specifically think that is negative. This woman, clear cut, took that leap and did what it is that she was supposed to do. And now she's co-owner of a bank in, if I remember correctly, Tennessee. That's dope. That's the most awesomest thing in life. And it also goes to the main thing of black ownership. And people know that, well, the people that do research and the people that might watch this video, they know that this whiskey is black owned. I don't drink myself, but I would probably just, buy a bottle just to sit up there and support. Um, and on top of that, we talk about owning banks. She clearly is co-owner of a bank down in Tennessee. How many black people can say that? And how many black people in Tennessee are going to go down to that bank and start to, put their money directly in there? Like we have a few black out of the United States, we got a few. We should realistically have more, but the problem that comes in is that black people don't trust other black people, and that's just the fact. That's not up for debate. It is exactly what it is. And this also shows the reason why it is very difficult for us to have ownership and to go into a partnership together, to invest with each other together, and also to grow as a community. And the main thing that I would tell black people is, oh, y'all got to step up, because all of these excuses, it's not putting us anywhere but at the bottom. And we only have so few that break directly through that and do what it is that they're supposed to do. So, I don't want to hear, later on people in a sense being mad that, oh, well, what is she doing for, the black community? How is it specifically that she's helping? She got 100 million. She needs to, come and do stuff to the black community. She owes us. And no, 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 no. Because as I stated before, black people need to do what it is that they need to do. She did it. She went through all of her career, all of her life changes, all of these different destinations in order to be here. She herself, if she wanted to basically realistically do something for the black community, she could. But realistically, in a sense, she does not have to, because she took the journey. The black community did not take that whole journey and all of those losses and all of those deviations and all of those life changes, whatever came with those changes, the black community did not take that with her. Right? So again, I'm stating that I expect from this positive story, I expect black people to use this as a template to figure out what it is that they need to do. Or if they don't know what they need to do, then again, use her blueprint. Use another successful black individual's blueprint. If they went to college, then so be it. Go to college. If somebody did a trade school, so be it. Do a trade school. If somebody found like-minded people and invested together and they ended up growing a business within 5 to 10 years that's worth 50 to $100 million, then so be it. If other people became, entrepreneurs of several different businesses, so be it. If people got to flip houses, flip land, find a way to get the deeds and all of these other types of things, then so be it. If you have to teach a class online and charge people $10 to $15, then so be it. Like I said, there's a multitude of ways for black people to do what it is that they need to do in order to get the success and the money that they want, in order for them to do the things that they need to do and to facilitate all of their dreams, their aspirations, and picking up, helping the community, buying back the block, building up businesses within the community, buying up homes, duplexes, whatever it is. There's enough money out there for all of us to do it. The problem is, do black people want to do it? Do black people want to do the necessary hard work? Because too many times what I see is that black people are, in a sense, happy for the end result of somebody becoming rich, and they just want that end result. It was like, oh man, I wish I had $100 million. I wish I had a percentage of what she had. But are you willing to do the work in order to even get a percentage of what she has? And 9 times out of 10, the answer to that question is no. So instead of wishing, instead of hoping, instead of pleading, instead of praying, just do. When you start doing, you start speaking to action, you start talking to action, you start walking within that action, you will be delivered the things that you want in life. Up until you're ready to do that, you'll never make it to this point.